The next voice you're going to hear after mine is none other than Lady J, Jasmine Crockett, who has been out here fighting the good fight on behalf of democracy, equality, and just combating stupidity. And this video she's talking today that goes under the playlist on my channel, The Crockett Files, is how the Republicans are calling her in for a deposition with Joe Biden, just doing a fucking dog and pony show, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you wondering, what can you do to fight back when it seems hopeless? Get involved with local politics. Get involved with the local Democrat organizations that are fighting to thwart this. Keep all the information that you learned as true and fact in your mind, and talk to people who actually didn't vote and in some cases are a MAGA. And because they're in a delusion, this is in psychology books, you can't bombard them with the truth. What you have to do is put the truth into a story that they can relate to. That's how you can fight back. And you can also fight back by watching channels like mine who are pushing AOC, Bernie, all the Democrats that are fighting back. I'm also building something I called the Black Playbook 2026, where I'm listing out different things in videos that the Democrats must do and should be telling the people right now so that we can really get motivated to get out there and push the message over the course of the next year. So please subscribe to this channel. If you want to get everything you can on me and all the stuff I'm doing, I've got a link for you right here, beacons.ai/politics of being black. There you can see my IMDb for the kind of movies I'm making. You can go and see my movie review channel. You're here on this channel. You can get the newsletter and everything I do. Having said that, let's get to my girl, Lady J, and hopefully I'll get her on an interview for you guys. Learning, entertainment, and we just got to be honest. This chick is styling her ass off. That bob cut she got, banging.
So I just wanted to jump on really quickly. I know that it's late at night, but there were a few things that I just wanted to talk to y'all about. Number one, how I started my day. So I actually started my day here in DC, where I had to participate, or I decided to go and do my black job, and participate in the deposition of former President Joe Biden's former physician. So the Republicans on oversight called him in for a deposition because they love to waste money on things that are not moving this country forward, on things that will not necessarily make sure that we are not losing over 30,000 jobs a month, or will make sure that we end up kind of stabilizing this economy, or will make sure we get out of the tariff war, or I could just kind of go on, right? Instead, they want to talk about the mental acuity and the physical fitness of the former president while ignoring the ignoramus that is sitting in the White House. So speaking of him, I'm sure y'all saw today how he embarrassed us yet again in the Oval Office. He did not realize that the official language was actually, English. So he's like, oh, your English is so good. And I'm thinking to myself, or maybe it's just because your English is so bad, honey, that you were, so impressed. But nevertheless, in addition to this, we had another ignorant person, another ignorant elected person. Yes, the governor of Texas. That's who we had. He decided that he did not want to answer a question about his incompetence. And for those that are paying attention, you would know that under full Republican control, we ended up with the shooting in El Paso, and no legislation was done to prevent another one from happening. Then we ended up with the shooting in Uvalde under the same Republican control, full control, and they did nothing again. We also know that the Republicans had full control as, this particular tragedy has taken place with the floods, where we still have so many people that are missing. And while the governor has called a special session, the main thrust of this special session is all on redistricting. Yes, they are trying to make sure that they can come for our seats. So, with the help of the amazing Attorney General for the United States, who just seemingly always does really good stuff with the law, she decided that she would send a letter saying that there are illegally drawn seats. She just came to this conclusion on her own, some way, somehow, with no law to back her up. And so who did they decide to target in this redistricting? Not one, not two, not three, and it's four. 4 seats, okay? And these 4 seats, they all belong to people of color. 3 seats that are held by African Americans. 1 seat is technically vacant, Texas 18. It was held by Sheila Jackson Lee. It was held by the incomparable Barbara Jordan. It was held by Sylvester Turner. And right now, I don't know if anybody other than Black folk are currently running for that seat. But they've decided that they want to go after that seat. They've decided that they want to go after Al Green. They've decided that they want to go after Mark Vesey. And then the last seat belongs to Sylvia Garcia, a Latina. Yeah, that's what they decided to do. But y'all keep trying to convince me they ain't racist. But okay, whatever. So the way that this is going to work is he has called the legislature back in. They're going to come back in on July 21st. So when they come in on July 21st, on the call, they are supposed to redistrict. And the goal is to decimate those seats. That is the goal. That's not what it said, but that is the goal. And the way that it works in redistricting is every congressional district has to be the exact same amount of people. So what that means is that you can't touch those districts without touching all the districts around them. So everybody's districts are going to change all so that they can please the one who believes he's only pushing through big, beautiful bills, right? Bills that the American people would love. And I know, with Texas being as red as it is, for sure, Texans would be all on board and he wouldn't have to worry about, say, maintaining control of the House. Or will he? Because maybe his policies really just aren't that good. And maybe people aren't convinced, no matter how many commercials he runs trying to convince people that this stuff is good. Maybe the truth is finally breaking through. I don't know. But anyway, so that is the goal. So Texas 33, Mark Vesey's district is next to mine. Chances are they're going to be playing with my lines for sure. But they did not say that I was a specific target. So that's that. And then in final news, there have been a lot of questions about what's going to happen in the Senate race in Texas. There have been 2 different polls that have come out that have somehow thrown my name into them. And one of them was released today that the Republicans put into the field, the Republican Senate Committee, allegedly. And allegedly it has me as topping the field for the Senate. Listen, I have been so busy in the House because that's where I am. That's been my focus. Depending on how many people reach out will determine if there's something to actually consider. But as of now, I am proudly serving Texas 30th Congressional District. I just had a town hall tonight. If you're my constituent, I hope you were able to tune in. But it's going to take a lot to flip this state. And if there's a change of heart at any point in time on my end, it will only be because I truly believe that we collectively can get this done. This means raising a lot of money. It means traversing a very, very, very large state. It means connecting and meeting people where they are in a very short amount of time. So it would be a lot to think about. But the first thing that I think anyone who ever runs for office should really consider is what is it that the people want? Because ultimately you have to be a representative of the people. And I know for sure in Texas 30, my constituents want me there. So we'll listen, maybe. I don't know. But as of right now, I'm focused on making sure that as we head into next week and we deal with this rescission package, potentially, where they are trying to rescind monies that we had allocated out. I'm trying to focus on kind of all the fires that are in front of me. So anyway, I hope you all have an amazing night. But I just wanted to update y'all on all of the foolishness that is going on and to let you know that the Republicans started my day off with some mess with this deposition. But much love to the attorneys that are representing Doc. They are phenomenal. They were great. And I don't think that the Republicans were very happy with the fact that there were actually qualified attorneys on the other side that understand what it is to take an oath and what it is to honor that oath. And so much love to the Doc's amazing legal team. And yeah, so sad for the Republicans. Talk to y'all later.